3, 2, 1, roll. Hello everybody, welcome to another quick video on 1 minute fiqh, where we aspire to answer your fiqh questions in 1 minute. Today's question is, can one pray in a room where there is a mirror? Can one pray in a room where there is a painting? Can one pray in a room where there is a photo? And can one pray with either a painting or a photo on one's clothing? Let's start with the first one. Yes, you can pray in a room where there is a mirror. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, it's Fajr time, and you're in your bedroom and you pray and you happen to be praying in front of a mirror. That's not problematic. If you can cover it, if it's going to disturb you, then yes, do that. If not, then don't worry, you can pray in front of a mirror. Number two, can you pray in a room where there is a painting and if there's a painting on your attire? So the ruling of having a painting is the same ruling whether it's on your clothing or it's in the room. So there's two understandings here. The first understanding is the painting of an inanimate object? What's an inanimate object? We're talking about natural scenery, mountains, valleys, lakes, rivers, trees, and such like. It's okay to be praying in front of a picture, a large picture in front of you, or whether it's on your side, above you, behind you, it's okay. There's no dislikedness to pray in front of an image like that. However, if there's a beautiful painting in front of you and it's distracting you, then it becomes disliked for you to pray in front of an image like that. Likewise, an image on your clothing, if it's of an inanimate object, abstract object, or something like that, nature, scenery, then that's fine, there's no problem. As for animate objects, what are animate objects? We're talking about pictures of human beings, of animals, of insects, or of your renditions of angels or jinn or aliens, anything that can have life inside it. It's prohibitively disliked to pray in front of a picture with that, or if you're wearing such like. The dislikedness is if it's in front of you, if it's on your right, if it's on your left, if it's above you. It's prohibitively disliked, which means if you pray in such a situation, your prayer is accepted, but you've sinned by praying like that. So you shouldn't be doing it. However, if the picture is behind you, then it's a lesser form of dislikedness. It's not the same, the higher level of dislikedness as if it was in front of you. That's whether it's on your person or whether it's a painting in the room. Photography. Now photography, the same ruling applies for photography. However, there is a lesser opinion, there is a lesser dispensation in the Hanafi madhab that allows for one to pray in a room where there is pictures. So again, we're not talking about having a picture in front of you. Sometimes you have no choice. You at a friend's house or you're in a public place and the only place you're given, you could be at university, you could be at work, you could be anywhere, at hospital, and the only place that's given to you is a place where there are pictures. Always try to pray in another place. If that's the only place that you can pray in, it's okay to cover the pictures if possible, or if the pictures are disfigured. So we're talking about, what do we mean here? So there's a painting and the face is missing or the head is missing or a vital limb is missing, then there is no dislikedness to pray in front of that. If there is photography, then always try to pray again somewhere else, but then if not, then take the lesser dispensation in the Hanafi madhab that it's okay to pray in front of photographs because they take a different ruling, but make sure they're not in front of you. Regarding pictures that are very small, if there is a picture that's so small that were you to stand and look, if you place the picture on the floor and stand and look down, could you see that picture or not? If it's not clear, the image, the face, or whatever is on that picture is not clear, then it's fine to pray with that picture in your presence. What are we talking about? People, for example, one example that comes to mind, people that wear watches with moon phases and sun phases on them, they normally have a face. If you were to put that watch on the floor and stand up, you wouldn't be able to see that face, at all, if clearly or not. Then that's not a problem. Regarding reflections, so you're praying this way and behind you, so you've managed to somehow face yourself that way the picture is behind you now, or you've moved the picture, it's behind you now, and you're praying. and there's a mirror in front of you and there's a reflection, and you can clearly make out the details of that painting, then that would take the same ruling. It would be prohibitively disliked. Likewise, if there's a mirror and it reflects on the mirror. Likewise, if there is like a window pane and the sun is in such a position that even though it's a clear glass but it's reflected clearly and you can make out the features, then it's problematic. Mirror or window pane. It's always best to pray somewhere else. And as for paintings and the whatnot in your own abode, prayer isn't just about empty fiqh. There's a spiritual element to it, a khushu to it. That's why in Radd al-Muhtar, Imam Abdin al-Shami says that it's disliked to pray in front of a picture that's of an inanimate object but that causes distraction. Because there should be khushu, there should be reverence, there should be zoning in when you pray, where you're oblivious to everything around you. So that's why it's also problematic if you pray on a prayer mat that has images on there and you're constantly being distracted by looking at those images. That's why Imam Ghazali says it's good to pray on a plain sheet, or make sure your prayer mat is like plain where there's no patterns or nothing that can distract you. Prayer is far more greater than just knowing the fiqh of prayer. There's the fiqh, which is the outward satisfaction, and then there's the spiritual content, which is the inward. So we need to marry both of them together to have a perfect prayer. And Allah knows best. Assalamu alaikum.